What's up, guys? Xavier Elon here. Today I'm going over add two numbers. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, I started a Slack channel where I post 3 problems based on a topic we pick the night before, and then we discuss it and go over the solutions. So I posted that link in the description below if you guys want to join. So let's just jump right into it. The description reads, you are given 2 non-empty linked lists representing 2 non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order, and each of their nodes contains a single digits. Add the 2 numbers and return it as a linked list. So the 2 numbers do not contain any leading 0 except the number 0 itself. So given here, we're given this example, and the output should be 708. I actually don't like this example because whether if it's reversed or not, you're gonna get the same thing. It's confusing. So basically, when it says reversed order, it's saying this is the 100th position. So 342 plus 465. So that saves us. Actually, makes it a lot easier, because if this was the 100th position, we'd have to go to the last linked list position and add them and check for a carry, but we don't, so that makes it a lot easier. So let's just jump right into this. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have a carry. So let's create our carry variable, and then we're gonna have our head pointer, our head. So it's gonna be list node, or new list node. Let's just give it a default value of 0, and list node, and then we're gonna have our new list L3. Set it equal to head. So head's gonna be pointing to the beginning of L3. We're gonna return head.next at the end, and then we're just gonna have our while loop. So the while loop is going to go while L1 is not null or L2 does not equal null. And then lastly, so somebody brought this up in the Slack channel. I had an if statement that checked if the carry was greater than 0 at the end of after the while statement, but if you put if carry does not equal 0 inside the while statement, it does the same thing. It actually saves you a few lines of code, so that's actually smarter in my opinion. So let's put that there. So int val1 equals, so we're going to use ternary operators here. So while L1 does not equal null, we're going to grab the values from the linked list nodes, and if it is null, we're just going to set it equal to 0. So we're just adding 0 to the sum. And same thing for the second value. And then let's calculate the sum. So that's just val1, val2, and this carry. And then we're going to calculate we're going to calculate the number that we're putting into the list. So if we have to check to make sure that we're going to use the modulus operator in case it carries. So say we get 6 plus 6, that's 12. We have to insert 2 into that position, and then we're going to get the carry later as a 1. So int number, so how would we get to? We just use the modulus operator. We see that all the time in these LeetCode problems. And carry, we're going to check if carry, so this just checks to see if sum is greater than 10 basically, and if it is, it's going to return 1. It's going to be set equal to 1. It'll never be greater than 1, because you can't add 2 single digit numbers and get something bigger than 19 or 18 technically. So And then lastly, let's create another node where we're going to store our number that we just got, and L3, we're going to put it in the L3.next node, so we want to move to the L3.next because the first one is 0. We're going to skip over that one. L3.next equals node, and then let's just point L3 to the next node, so we're moving along in the list. And then we just have to check that the if the lists aren't empty, we have to increment or point them to the next node as well. So let's just do that for both lists. And then lastly, so we still have head pointing to the front, so let's just return that, but we're not going to return head because head's pointing to 0 up here. So let's return head.next. So we skip that 0, and that should work. This runtime is O of m plus n, because it's based on either list 1 or list 2, and oh, okay, I don't know how to do my ternary operators. And there you have it. I actually want to just test it. So I don't like how LeetCode doesn't do a bunch of test cases, so I like to do my own test cases to check for boundaries. So let's make sure the carry works perfectly. And it does. Perfect. So sweet. Let's submit that. Awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.